All right, so let's take a look at this lesson. So when you read this, basically you're having a road trip. Somebody needs to get gas. The credit card reader is broken. You have to prepay inside. He tells the cashier he needs 12 gallons of premium gas that totals $40.68. Mr. Zimmerman drives an RV that needs 24 gallons of premium gas. How much will this cost? And show how you figured it out. Okay, so since Mr. Zimmerman needs to have 24 gallons of premium gas, we have to figure out what we're gonna do. So how do you go from 12 gallons to 24 gallons? Okay, so go ahead and think about that for a second. Pause the video. Okay, so you should have written it down what you thought, and so what you should have gotten is that he needs to double it. So to go from 12 gallons to 24 gallons, we need to double it. So that would have been $40.68 times 2, which is $81.36. Okay, so how much would it cost to go from 4 gallons of, how much would it go to get to 4 gallons of premium gas? And then how do you know? So how would I go from 12 to 4 is the question. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video. Well, to go from 12 to 4, we divide by 3. So then that means I'm going to take $40.68 and I'm going to divide it by 3. So I should have gotten $13.56. Okay, a picture of Zuri's pump is shown below. How much did this order cost? Okay, so how much is it to pay for premium gas per gallon? I guess is the question that we need to answer. So go ahead and pause the video. Okay, so per gallon, we would take $13.56 and we would divide this by 4. So I would get $3.39 per gallon of gas. Okay, and then she used or pumped 14.547, and we're going to multiply that by 3.39 because I have cost gallon, right? Cost per gallon, and then this is gallon on the top. And then my units of gallon cancel out. So then I would get $49.31. Okay, so now Jack paid $30.59 for premium gas. So how many gallons did he get? Okay, so go ahead and pause the video for a second. Remember, dollars over dollars per gallon would give me the number of gallons. So just think about how we cancel those units a measure out, okay? So go ahead and pause the video. Okay, so we're back. So it would be $30.59, right? And then we would divide this by 3.39 per gallon. Right, so it would be 30.59. And what we do with fractions is we invert and multiply. So gallons come on top, right? And then my unit of measure of $3.39 goes on the bottom. And then my dollars cancel out. So then I divide. And then I would get 9.0236 gallons. Okay, describe the relationship between the number of gallons bought, X, and the cost of Y. So go ahead and pause the video. I want to know, like, what does that $3.39, what does it actually represent? Okay, so go ahead and pause the video. Think about it and pause the video. All right, so we're back. So the cost is always the number of gallons bought times the price per gallon. So the cost is always the number of gallons bought times the price per gallon. And so the cost is proportional. We say the cost is proportional to the number of gallons purchased. So we could write an equation for this. So that would have been y is equal to 3.39x. All right, so use your relationship to find the cost when x is equal to 0. Does this make any sense? So go ahead and pause the video for a second. All right, so you should have taken 3.39 and multiplied it by 0 and got 0. And this should make sense because if you don't pump any gallons of gas, then you shouldn't have to pay anything. All right, so 7. Penny goes to the gas station across town and pays $51.15 for 15 gallons of premium gas. Which gas station is cheaper? Okay, so go ahead and pause the video. Think about how we would solve this. I want to know what the price per gallon is at Penny's gas station. So go ahead and pause the video. All right, we're back. So that would have been $51.15 divided by 15, which would give me $3.41 per gallon. Well, the other gas station is cheaper because the other gas station was, remember, it was $3.39 per gallon. Okay, and then my little quick notes was two quantities have a proportional relationship. If they scale in tandem. Meaning one variable, oops, sorry about that. One variable is always a constant multiplier or a constant multiple of another. All right. And so we say that we could write any equation that's proportional as y equals kx, where k, represents a rate of change, like a slope. All right, and that's it for this lesson.